Empathy is about listening with your heart with no judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you present, you
With no judgment.
with no judgment is the key of it. Yeah. So people sometimes confuse. It's like, if I listen to you, it means that I agree with you. And one thing is one thing, and the other thing is the other thing. Yeah. So I can listen to what you're telling me. I can empathize with you. I can mirror what you're saying. That's very important, even though I don't agree with the way you think. But if I can listen to you, and once you feel understood, you feel she sees me, she knows where I'm coming from, then I have space afterwards to disagree with you, or you have more ears to listen to what I say. So then you can engage in a conversation. When you're very judgmental, let's say that I work with you and you're my boss, yeah, and I think you're very bossy. I can't just turn to you and say, you're very bossy, yeah, because you're going to turn to me and say, what do you think you are? Like, you are messy, that's why I'm bossy. So then it's the bossy and the messy talking. So this doesn't go anywhere. But if I'm calling you bossy, there's something very important in this relationship that's not happening to me. Probably is like open dialogue, recognition of my work. I want more autonomy and freedom to participate in decision making, something like that. But this is the needs which Silvia commented, yeah? Universal human needs. And we share, that's a common ground between you and me. Bossy, separate us.
Yeah.
So if I do think you're bossy, I use this judgment as a map to get to what really matters. So I need to come to you and say, there's something that I need to talk to you. In our work relationship, I feel that to participate in the decision making, to have more autonomy, to have your trust is important to me. And very often I don't see that happening. So I would like to discuss this further with you. So now it's more, space for dialogue.
Yeah. The tension has been kind of
Exactly.
lifted.
And you see how much we need that in our context as well. It's so rare that people, first of all, you're one of the few people I know that can say that I am like empathetic and I have empathy close to my heart. And I wish there are more people like you, because I don't know many people.
Okay.
I don't know many people that can say that, because sometimes they also think that empathy is not good. They want to be more harsh. They want to be more, straightforward. They want to be, more macho. So especially hearing men saying that I'm empathetic and I live with empathy, for me it's a very good thing. So
no, thank you. I see what you're saying, but to me it has never been I consider it a superpower.
Oh, that's good.
Because to me it never came. I never learned it. I don't know why. I mean, I can with high probability guess it's from my parents or the way I was brought up, but to me it was always like a normal thing that I've always had, which is why I was gonna ask you, because I feel it as I've never learned it. I feel like I've always had it, but then you're faced with people that don't, and you're faced with the more difficult challenge of teaching somebody to be empathetic. Which kind of is conflicting. How do you teach somebody being empathetic? Are there like methods and is there science behind it? How do you teach that?
Some science behind it. So Marshall Rosenberg, he's a North American psychologist who organized nonviolent communication the way we know it today. Okay. But it's inspired also by Martin Luther King, by Gandhi movement, which is based on a nonviolent approach, like generally talking. Yeah. So what he says is that why people can be empathetic, compassionate, and calm, and some other people are aggressive and violent. Like, why is it that? And then he says, first thing is the way you were taught how to think. Yeah. So the way you think, the way you see other people, the way you see the world influences the language you use and the way you behave. So maybe you were brought up in a way that since a small age, you were taught to be compassionate towards small animals or to recognize feelings in people, or maybe you were surrounded with people that would show emotions and that would talk about it. I don't know. So something, because everyone have the empathetic power, but they don't know how to use
it. Everybody has the sense, but it's like
blocked somehow.
Atrophied, never used.
So it's about, yes, exactly. It's like a muscle. As more you use, the stronger you get. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.